Marin ship and the massive bay model. The last two sites well worth visiting sit on the two extremities of Sausalito, the old Marin ship area in the east, where many enter Sausalito, exiting 101 and doubling back towards the invisible Golden Gate Bridge along Bridgeway. The other site sits at the west end, almost under the Golden Gate Bridge, near the other road entrance to town. When you double back from the freeway, you're in Marin City. Almost immediately on your seaside as you head west, you are where one of the biggest construction feats of World War II took place. Unfortunately, at best there are fragments of its existence now, mostly street signs like Gate 5 and Gate 6 and the large Artist Studios building near Harbor Drive and Gate 5. It was in this location that giant shipbuilding yards were built to construct Liberty ships and T2 tankers. Constructed seemingly overnight in 1942, some 20,000 workers toiled 24/7 to build, start to finish, a total of 93 ships in record time by 1945. Sausalito grew from about 5,000 to 32,000. Mostly imported farmers who had never seen an ocean craft suddenly drawn west to boost the war effort. 10% were minorities, 30% were women, and in the process, Marin City became the second largest city in Marin County in a matter of months, while workers slept in virtually every basement, garage, and attic in Sausalito. The two best places to see the event explained are at the San Francisco Bay Delta model, almost as that tour ends, where a movie and display explain the phenomenon and parts of the ships are on view. Also, the excellent tiny downtown Sausalito Museum, where we began, has photos with explanations of perhaps the town's greatest single achievement. Instead, what you see today, seaside east of downtown Sausalito, are some 20 marinas and harbors, all brimming with piers, ships, catwalks, houseboats, and two small beaches, luring the daring into the very, very cold water. Most piers are open to stroll along, to gawk at the craft, some worth as much as $20 million. But west of the Seaside Police Department and the seedy Dunphy Park, it's mostly a long, irregular path through a menagerie of shipbuilding shops, gaudy homes on water, with bikes, pet houses, and gardens afloat, and the occasional fish shop and restaurant. If you want to fish in the sea, rent a kayak, charter a boat, or use a water taxi, go to the end of Liberty Ship Way where one of the beaches is also found. Still, there is one must-see gem hiding in the middle of this nautical bedlam, the massive and rather peculiar San Francisco Bay Delta model, occupying several of the former Marin ship buildings. Turn seaward from Bridgeway at Marin Ship Way and follow the signs past 8 large buildings, then swing into the free parking lot to see the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Bay model. Once inside, it's also free, but the $3 audio self-guided tour is well worth the investment. You'll see a short explanation movie, then emerge into a 3-acre warehouse-like scale model of the huge delta and bay that provides 40% of California's water, starting from Sacramento environs, and eventually exiting below the Golden Gate Bridge into the Pacific Ocean. It's like some kid's giant dream, and while it no longer is used scientifically, it was first built to conduct experiments to see what would happen to the ecostructure if dams were built, oil leaked, or the salinity got too high, urban wastewater increased, and much more. It's a massive 3-level walk to see the tides change every 7 minutes, and to understand how the South Bay, Central, and Oakland Harbor, San Pablo Bay that Sausalito faces, Carquinez Strait, Suisun Bay, and the Sacramento-San Joaquin River Delta all function together. Why bother? The entire display is jaw-dropping, a huge surprise, and the 60 to 90 minutes you spend listening, reading the explanations, and getting a feel for the magnificence of the water about you is truly unforgettable. One point sticks in your mind. The exchange under the Golden Gate Bridge is the most important at any seaport in North or South America on the Pacific Ocean. If you ever built models of anything at home, this place will just blow your mind.